Hi, Tim here from Youth for Christ. Welcome to the first week of the countdown to Christmas.
Santa's coming to town!
I have decided this week to put my Christmas tree up early because frankly 2020 has just been weird and I could do with something a little bit more exciting to break me out of this lockdown, social distancing monotony that we've been living through for the last year. However, what I have discovered is lockdown has done some weird things to my brain. For instance, just a few months ago, I recreated iconic movie scenes using rubber ducks, like this.
Brother, help me! Long live the king! Ha! No!
I invented the social distance hack ladder belt. And I taught my cat to high five. Luna!
High five. Boom! Good girl. High five. Boom! Yeah!
So I can't put up just any old Christmas tree this year. I mean, every year we put up a Christmas tree and it looks roughly the same as the year before. It's exciting, it's new, it's different, it's only there a few weeks of the year, but it's tinsel, it's baubles, star on the top. It looks roughly the same as anyone else's Christmas tree. So I thought, what else could we decorate a Christmas tree with to make that Christmas tree a 2020 quirky, weird, out of the box, different Christmas tree? This is what I came up with. So that is what my Christmas tree is going to look like this year. I think I'll probably decorate it just like that while my wife is away at work. And she'll come home and she'll see that beautiful, stunning, artistic Christmas tree. And she'll say, "Tim, you are a genius." However, there is one thing that I will not change about my Christmas tree. Even if it's covered in Minions and old socks and pillows and rubber ducks, there is one thing that my tree will always have, and that is the star on the top. Now, one reason is the standard reason. The very first Christmas story has a star over the stable in Bethlehem and people following the star to meet the King of the world, the baby Jesus. But there's another reason why I love this star. This star cost me £1 years ago in, I don't know, probably Poundland or somewhere like that. But ever since then, my wife and I have written the dates of our Christmas on it. All the way around this has years, dates. We don't put 25th of December because that's the same every year. But we do have all the years written on. And these are all the Christmases we've had together. And I imagine we'll keep this for the rest of our lives. And it'll just have the dates that my wife and I have been together on Christmas. That's nice. That is a piece of legacy, a piece of history that my wife and I have made together. I just think that's cool. So my Christmas tree will always have this. There are a few bits of tradition that I really do like. Star on the Christmas tree is one of them. And one of my other absolute favourite Christmas traditions is the Advent calendar. Now, the way these began was actually in Germany in the early 19th century. They would mark the days to Christmas by burning a candle each day, or even just putting a chalk line on a door. By the early 20th century, they began to make little wooden calendars with little images and wooden doors, and eventually that moved on to cardboard and paper calendars with images too. The problem is, during World War II, Nazi Germany banned any calendar with an image on it. And it wasn't until after World War II that they began to make Advent calendars again, and it wasn't until the 1950s that they did the most amazing thing ever and started to fill them with chocolate. Thank you. So chocolate Advent calendars have been around for about 70 years, and I've had one every single year of my life, and I'm 34 now. 34th calendar. And of course, if you're using them properly, you'll find the number of your day, number 1, it's the 1st of December, and you'll peel it and you'll eat your chocolate and read your joke and go, "That was nice, I'll wait till tomorrow until I get to window 2. If you're really naughty, you'll eat 4 or 5 Advent calendars in the lead up to Christmas and ignore the calendar bit completely. But don't do that, because calendars are important. Calendars tell you that something amazing is coming up, and that's what Advent means. Advent is the time before something epic happens. Just before the new iPhone comes out, it's the advent of the iPhone. It's a calendar, a reminder, a lead up to something incredible happening. And calendars have always been used that way, to mark off dates and times to something incredible that's going to happen. So my question to you today is simple. What are you looking forward to? What dreams do you have? What wishes? What hopes? What goals have you set yourself that you could mark off the days and say that day's gonna come? What vision do you have for your life? What is it that you want to go and do? Who do you want to be? And have you made a plan to try and get there? Are you marking off the days to when you're going to make it? It might just be marking off the days till Christmas because Christmas is amazing. Maybe you're marking off the days to your birthday. Maybe you're marking off your days until you start your exams or get your results or apply to that first job. Maybe you've got something you're afraid to do and you've given yourself a time limit. You're marking off the days, and by the time you get to the end of the countdown, you needed to have sung a song in public, learn how to dance, learn French, made up with your parents. I don't know what it might be for you, but what are you hoping for? What are you counting down towards? What are you marking off the days for? Now, as a Christian right now, I'm marking off the days to Christmas. It's one of the most important parts of my year to remember the day that God came to earth as a baby, as a child. Jesus looked at us in all of our rubbishness and went, I'm going to do something about that. People are hurting, people are struggling, people are lonely, people are miserable, people are in darkness, and I want to do something about that. And that's, for me as a Christian, what I think the whole Christian message is about. God seeing the nonsense in the world, coming in and say, let's see if I can just help people get on a little bit better, be a bit more kind and compassionate, and see this world become more what it's meant to be, full of light and full of hope. Jesus has come to help us bring more light into this world. And that might not be you, but that's me, that's what I think. And for me, Christmas is counting down to that day. The day that I celebrate that God saw the rubbish and went, I'm going to do something about that. And he came into the world himself. That's my countdown. But my challenge to you is have something that you're counting down towards. Have goals, have dreams, have expectations, have ideas that you want to fulfill. Think about what it is for you that you could count down towards. I think you'll admit right now we all could use a bit more hope in our lives. We all could use something to look forward to. So pull out a bit of paper and say, next year I'm going to do this, I'm going to do this, this is going to happen. Set goals for yourself. Have a vision and a plan for your life. And even if you don't achieve all of it, dream big and see how much you do achieve. And I think you'll be blown away, and it'll give you something to hope in. It'll give you something to get excited for. Me, I'm excited to go home and put this Christmas tree up when my wife's still at work, and I'm excited that Christmas is around the corner, and I'm excited that soon I'll be able to see you guys in person again. But in the meantime, I hope you have a brilliant week, a brilliant Advent, and a brilliant Christmas. Thanks very much. Bye-bye.